In a small village long ago, there lived a woman whose anger was known to everyone. The smallest inconvenience, the slightest disagreement, and her temper would flare like wildfire. Harsh words would spill from her mouth, cutting through the hearts of her husband, children, and neighbors. After every outburst, regret would weigh on her like a heavy stone. She wanted to change, but no matter how much she tried, anger controlled her. Her home was a battlefield. Shouting replaced laughter, and silence replaced love. Neighbors avoided her, friends stopped visiting, and even her own family began to walk on eggshells around her. Deep down, she knew her anger was the cause of her loneliness, but she felt powerless to stop it. One hot afternoon, as she sat brooding at her doorstep, a wandering monk appeared. His presence radiated peace. The sound of his calm voice as he asked for alms felt like a cool breeze to her troubled soul. Without thinking twice, she ran inside, brought him food, and then fell to her knees. "Holy sir," she said with trembling voice, "please help me. I get angry so easily. I shout, I hurt the people I love, and afterwards I drown in guilt. I've tried to stop, but I cannot. Please, give me a way to control my anger." The monk looked at her with gentle eyes and said, "Daughter, I will give you a remedy, but you must follow my instructions exactly." He reached into his bag and pulled out a small bottle filled with clear liquid. "Whenever anger rises in you," he said, "take 4 drops of this medicine on your tongue and keep your mouth closed for 10 minutes. Do not speak a single word before the time passes. Only then will this medicine work." The woman clutched the bottle as if it were a precious jewel. With tears of hope in her eyes, she promised to follow his words. That very evening, her husband accidentally broke a clay pot while helping in the kitchen. Normally, she would have erupted like a storm, hurling words that wounded. But this time, she remembered the monk's instructions. Her heart pounded with rage, yet she quickly placed 4 drops on her tongue and sealed her lips. 10 long minutes passed like an eternity. Slowly, her anger melted away, leaving behind a strange calmness. The next day, when her child spilled water on the floor, anger rose again. Once more, she took the drops, stayed silent, and let time cool her fire. Days turned into weeks, and each time anger visited, she fought it with silence. Gradually, something beautiful happened. The shouting in her house faded. Her children laughed again. Her husband spoke to her without fear. Neighbors began to smile at her. For the first time in years, peace bloomed in her heart and home. After a month, the monk returned to her village. The woman ran to him, fell at his feet, and cried, "Master, your medicine worked like magic. My anger no longer controls me. My home is peaceful. My heart is light." The monk smiled knowingly and said, "Daughter, that bottle contained no medicine, only water. The cure was not in the drops, but in your silence. When anger burns hot, it lasts only moments. If you can hold your tongue during those moments, the fire dies on its own." The woman's eyes widened with realization. The secret to controlling anger was not some mystical potion, but the simple power of staying silent and letting the storm pass. The woman's heart was filled with gratitude, but she still had questions. She asked the monk, "Master, why does anger feel so strong? Why does it rise like a fire and burn everything around it?" The monk sat under the shade of a tree and gestured for her to sit beside him. "Anger," he began, "is like a spark. At first, it is small and harmless. But when you feed it with words and actions, it grows into a fire that consumes your peace and the peace of everyone around you." He picked up a dry leaf from the ground and held it up. "This leaf," he said, "is like your mind when it is dry with pride, ego, and expectations. The smallest spark, an insult, a mistake, a disagreement, can set it ablaze. But if the leaf is green, moist with compassion and understanding, the same spark cannot burn it." The woman listened carefully. "So, Master, how do I make my heart like the green leaf?" The monk smiled. "Through practice. Every time anger rises, treat it as a teacher, not an enemy. Ask yourself, why am I angry? Is my anger helping or harming? When you question it, you weaken it. He continued, there are 3 steps to mastering anger. 1. Pause before you react. Take a deep breath, walk away if you must, and let the first surge pass. 2. Choose silence over words. Silence is not weakness, it is strength. It protects you from saying things you will regret. 3. Replace anger with understanding. Instead of focusing on what upset you, try to see the situation through the other person's eyes. Often, they are hurt or afraid themselves. The woman nodded, absorbing every word. The monk then told her a story. Once, 2 monks were traveling when they met a rude man who insulted them for no reason. The younger monk grew furious and shouted back. The older monk remained calm and walked away. Later, the young monk asked, "Why didn't you respond? Didn't his words anger you?" The elder smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you refuse to take it, to whom does the gift belong?" The young monk replied, "To the giver." The elder said, "Exactly. His anger was a gift. I did not accept it, so it stayed with him." Hearing this, the woman's eyes glistened. "Master, I see now. When someone insults me, I do not have to take their anger into my heart." The monk nodded. "Yes, when you refuse to feed anger, it starves and dies. But when you feed it with your words and emotions, it grows stronger and controls you." As the sun began to set, the monk stood up. "You have taken the first step by learning silence. Now you must continue to water the seed of patience every day until anger no longer finds a home in your heart." The woman bowed deeply, feeling lighter than ever before. Days passed, and the woman practiced the monk's teachings. Whenever anger arose, she paused, stayed silent, and questioned her reaction. Slowly, she felt a change within herself. Yet, there were moments when old habits crept back. She sought the monk again. "Master," she confessed, "I try to stay calm, but sometimes the anger is too strong. It feels like a storm inside me. What should I do then?" The monk looked at her with gentle eyes. "When a storm comes, you do not fight it. You wait for it to pass. Anger is the same, but there is something more powerful than waiting. You can transform it." The woman tilted her head. "Transform it? How?" The monk led her to a river. The water flowed smoothly, reflecting the golden light of the morning sun. "Look at this river," he said. "No matter what falls into it, stones, leaves, dirt, it keeps flowing. It does not hold on to anything. Anger is like the dirt. If you let it settle, the water clears. If you keep stirring it, it stays muddy." He then taught her 3 practices to transform anger. 1. Breathe deeply and count your breaths. When you feel anger rise, focus on your breath. Breathe in peace, breathe out the fire. This simple act cools the flames. 2. Visualize the other person as a child. When someone hurts you, imagine them as a scared or suffering child. This awakens your compassion instead of rage. 3. Turn your energy to something good. Do something kind, even if only in your thoughts, for the one who angered you. Anger cannot survive where kindness lives. The woman practiced diligently. One evening, her neighbor insulted her harshly. Her old self would have shouted back, but this time she breathed deeply. She saw her neighbor not as an enemy, but as someone trapped in their own pain. Instead of responding with anger, she stayed silent and walked away. To her surprise, her heart remained calm. When she told the monk about this, he smiled. "You see, child, you are no longer a slave to anger. You are learning to master it." He added, "Remember this truth. Anger is never defeated by more anger. Only understanding and compassion can end the cycle." The woman felt a warmth in her heart, a strength she had never known before. She realized that each moment of anger was an opportunity to grow wiser. As they parted, the monk said, "You have learned to control your anger. Soon, I will teach you how to use this power to heal not just yourself, but those around you." The woman bowed deeply, ready for the final lesson. The next morning, the woman returned to the monk with a lightness in her step. She felt stronger, calmer, but she sensed there was still one more secret she had yet to learn. The monk greeted her and said, "You have done well, but there is one final step. Controlling anger is good, but transcending it completely, that is true freedom. He led her to the top of a hill where the wind whispered through the trees. "Look at the horizon," he said. "The sky holds clouds, storms, and sunshine, yet it remains vast and untouched. Your mind can be like that sky, open, boundless, unshaken by passing emotions." The woman listened closely as the monk shared the final truths. 1.Do not identify with your anger. When you say, "I am angry," you become the anger. Instead, see it as, "Anger is visiting me." This small shift gives you power over it. 2. Forgive, not for them, but for yourself. Holding on to anger is like holding hot coal. It burns only you. Letting go is not weakness. It is the ultimate strength. 3. Live with mindfulness. When you stay present, you see things as they are, not as your emotions paint them. Mindfulness is the shield that keeps anger from taking root. As the sun began to rise higher, the monk gave her one final task. Go back to your home. Spread peace where there was once conflict. Speak softly where once you shouted. Show love where there was anger. The woman followed his advice. She apologized to those she had hurt and treated her family with new patience. Neighbors who once avoided her now greeted her with smiles. The chaos that once filled her home was replaced with harmony. Weeks later, she met the monk again and said, with tears of gratitude, "Master, my life has changed. My heart is light. Anger no longer controls me." The monk smiled. "Because you have learned the greatest secret. Anger is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It showed you where you were weak, so you could become strong." The woman bowed deeply. She finally understood. To control anger is to control your destiny. From that day on, she lived peacefully, spreading the calm she had found within herself. And those who saw her transformation were inspired to begin their own journey of mastering anger. Fire moral of the story: anger is natural, but it doesn't have to rule you. Through silence, compassion, and mindfulness, you can transform anger into wisdom and peace. When you master your anger, you master your life.